I won't call out their names. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and thank you for your attendance today. In respect of the graduation ceremony and others, we ask that you are seated and away from the rails. This would allow all of our graduates and guests the opportunity to see their students as they graduate. Also, please refrain from the use of air horns, whistles, and other noise makers. They are prohibited. We want every family to have the opportunity to hear their graduate's name called. I thank you in advance for your cooperation and again for your attendance this afternoon. At this time, we would ask that you please rise for the processional of the faculty, the class of 2023 of Northeast High School. And we ask that you please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the singing of the national anthem. At this time, we will have the processional of the faculty and the class of 2023. please remain standing for the presentation of the colors?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you. You may be seated. First, I would like to extend a thank you to the parents, families, and friends that are here today. Thank you for your continuous support for our Eagles who are graduating today. And thank you for being here for this special occasion. This day could not have happened without you. Next, I would like to thank the administration and staff at Northeast High School. It is an honor to have the opportunity to serve the students and community as we foster opportunities for all individuals to be productive and accountable citizens through high expectations, rigorous instruction, and personal responsibility. We are also thankful for a community with such a strong military presence, and we would like to honor our military service members that have joined us for this special occasion. Would all retired and active duty service members please stand so that we can show you our appreciation on this monumental day. Thank you. You may be seated. Now I would like to introduce and welcome some of the leaders of our school district that have impacted this educational journey. First, I would like to recognize the members of our school staff that are here with us this afternoon. The Director of Schools, Dr. Jean Luna Vetter. Director of High Schools, Dr. Rosalind Evans. Thank you for being here today. Next, I would like to welcome the members of the school board who are present here with us today. Ms. Carol Berry, Mrs. Margaret Pace, Mr. Jimmy Garland, and Mr. Aaron Mayberry. Thank you for being here today. Next, I would like to thank and welcome the administration staff of Northeast High School. Mr. Timothy George, Assistant Principal, Dr. Sheena Hansard, Dr. Bradley Hudson, Mr. Joshua Steckel, and our Student Support Coordinator, Dr. Kim Walker. Thank you again for your attendance today. Thank you again for your attendance, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, parents, faculty, staff, and fellow graduates. I'm honored and humbled to stand before you today as the salutatorian of this exceptional graduating class. And not to brag, but I haven't had a panic attack about giving this speech in the last 15 minutes. I'd be remiss if I didn't extend my sincerest gratitude to all the support structures that brought us here today. I'd like to thank all the families, teachers, and administration here at Northeast High School for their invaluable guidance on our journey to success. And to our parents, thank you for sacrificing your sanity and your bank accounts to make sure we got here today. We promise that we'll pay you back in about 20 years. Ever since I was a kid, my mom's kept a jar of marbles with my name on it. Every marble in that jar represents 1 week until high school graduation. And every week we take out a marble as a reminder that it matters how we spend our time. Today, that jar sits on the table next to the stairs, empty. We all start with a little over 900 weeks. And in that time, we, or our parents rather, survived the long sleepless nights as a child, 676. We gained all the independence that came with elementary school, 364. We trudged through those dark ages of middle school, the era of fidget spinners and mixing up chocolate milk and ketchup in the cafeteria. And we walked through the doors of high school for the very first time, 198. Now, all of our jars are empty, and we're here today, products of how we spent that time, those marbles. Oftentimes we live life on a day-to-day, week-by-week basis, and we go on autopilot. But as the cliche goes, today is the start of the rest of our lives. But more accurately, though, it's the start of another phase. Maybe this phase ends with another grand achievement or a lifelong goal. But whatever that may look like in your life, it's important to remember to slow down and be present and mindful of every decision that you make in this next season of life. So when you look back in another 900-odd weeks, you see yourself improved, a product of how intentionally you spent that time. Because at the end of the day, it's just a phase, and so you don't want to miss it. Congratulations, class of 2023, and go Eagles.
All right. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, parents, faculty, staff, and fellow graduates. We're all gathered here in celebration of the tremendous milestone we are about to pass. 4 years of grueling high school activities ranging from classes to sports events, ACT tests, and trying to survive the student parking lot. During my brief time up here, I'm going to reflect back on the events and the people that made high school the way we'll always remember it. Now, it goes without saying that the teachers here will leave an impression on all of us for the rest of our lives, ranging from Coach Lipsy and his spontaneous need to do a backflip and give a motivational speech right after, to Mr. George and his award for best hair, and of course to all the teachers at Northeast and their willingness to put up with whatever it was that we did. Thank you to all of you. But the thing I'll remember the most of high school will be the class of 2023. I'll remember the wild trends that we partook in. I still want to know who stole the bathroom door a few years ago. I'll remember dominating at the pep rallies. But most importantly, I'll remember all the people I've had the blessing to meet, the people who I know will do spectacular things in the future. Although I've taken the time to reflect back on these past 4 years, it's important to remember that these past 4 years are now just that. They're in the past. It's now our choice and our responsibility to use the experiences and the lessons we've learned during these years to guide ourselves into the future we want for ourselves. You must choose to keep pushing forward and learn from the failures and the successes of the past. You must choose to not stagnate on the past, but rather to focus on the present and look forward to the future. To the class of 2023, I truly wish you all the best luck in your future, and I thank you for a memorable time in high school.
This is a unique senior class. You have come through a pandemic that ended your freshman year early, and now you are graduating as the class of 2023. You are truly eagles. I hope that you remember and never forget what it means to be an eagle. And I encourage you to become productive and accountable citizens. People come and people go. And sometimes your life may seem like it's out of control. And you may even sometimes be confused. But don't worry, because it will get better. Remember to follow your heart and don't ever forget your talents. When it gets cold and lonely, remember you will be all right because it must get better. And all things will work out for your good. This class is filled with many excellent students. And as you move forward, you must continue to appreciate every opportunity and become the leaders that will serve our community. I believe that you know that every day is a new beginning and you are accountable for the choices that you make. Therefore, please know that change can begin with you one day at a time. It is a great task, but persevere and be patient and you will succeed. As I close, remember that the world around us is rapidly changing, and you must be able to stop and think before you react. Your life can be wonderful if you know the secret to life. You may ask, what's that secret? And my response is love. That's the secret. If we love each other, we will solve more problems. Therefore, remember to take time to renew your strength so that you can mount up with wings like an eagle. Run and not be weary, walk and not faint. Continue to strive for excellency as you grow older. Seek wisdom and knowledge, but most of all, wisdom. He who lacks wisdom must seek it, and it will be found. And as always, never forget that as eagles, we treat everyone with respect because we are accountable for our actions. We lead by examples and we take every opportunity for growth. We never give up and we serve our school and community with a positive attitude. Go Eagles! Dr. Luna Vetter, at this time I would like to present to you the class of 2023.
I commend this class on your hard work, dedication, perseverance, and resiliency demonstrated by your accomplishment today. On behalf of the Board of Education, I hereby accept and confer the 2023 graduating seniors of Northeast High School that have met, the high school graduation requirements of the state of Tennessee and the Clarksville-Montgomery County School System, and thus are entitled to all rights and privileges for completing these requirements. Congratulations, Eagles. Mr. Massey, you may now begin the presentation of diplomas.
Thomas Oliver Mann. Carter Lee Sorosky. Noelle Grace Whitten. Cody Paul Pasley. Jesus Emilio Roman. Phoebe Anastasia Hewitt. Joy Jayoung Lee. Colby Ryan Hempel. Ryder Robert Schwass. Amanda Sophia Torres Rivera. Layla Lene Barnes. Veronica Aracid Padilla. Ada Juliana Mendoza Hermoso. Piper Ariel Hewitt. Marcus Dominic Kinch. Melosia Elena Avalos. Jaden Lee Webb. Kane Atticus Sebring. Barry LeBen Jr. Wyatt James Welty. Maya Hebdel Halim. James Robert Adams III. Gabriella Grace Atkins. Emily Nevaeh Grace Aldridge. Zara Mohamed Ejomared. Brooke McKenna Allen. Annabella Yvette Alvarez. Wyatt Lee Amadon. Donovan Anthony Anderson. Anthony David Arthur. James Washington Atkins III. Kendra Allison Badijo Lavoy. Liam Everett Barbosa. Alexander Joseph Pahunao Barnuevo. Caitlin Ann Barrow. Addison Grace Bowman. Amelia Vanessa Beauchamp. Jackson Blake Beckham. Shane Luis Sabal Belicario. Jelani Martinique Bell. Larico Kashad Bell. Amaya Shanice Billingsley. Cheyenne Mackenzie Blackard. Christian Gabriel Carradine Blair. Riley David Blanc. Tykees Jamal Blanton. Joseph Milton Bonenberger. JC Lynn Boring. Cashin McCoy Bowron. Alexander LeRae Briggs. Alicia Nasiah Briscoe. Brianna Deshauna Britford. Kiara Isis Brown. Ashanti Kiara Bryant. Tyne Eden Buchanan. Tyler Robert Binger. Shelby Nicole Burnett Gunderson. Asia Marie Kabili. Emily May Kane. Kiana Alicia Camacho. Elizabeth Diana Cannon Knight. Savannah Nicole Carney. Xavier Trammell Carney. Isaac Christopher Carr. Daniel James Chavez Jr. Mario Donovan Saeed Chavez. Tanner McCon Del Clark. Elena Chanel Clemens. Tykia Corrine Clemens. Edric Dumonte Cleveland. Ryan Joseph Cobb. Leon Robert Cochran. Christopher Ellsworth Collins. Elijah Ellis Couch. Khadijah Sade Crawford. Carolina Isabel Crespo. Aeneas Christian Crosswell. Amaron Troy Henry Davis. Tyra Alanis Diaz Rivera. Tristan J. Dowdy. Nicholas Ross Downing. Lavon Devontae Dyer. Noah Matthew Ernst. Marissa Cassandra Espinoza. Laurie Elizabeth Estep. Levi Jacob Edson. Alexis Aliana Evans. Jordan Ferguson. Alexis Marie Fiesler. Ryan Edward Fisher. Desmond Deontay Fort Coots. Alejandro Esteban Frosto. Annalise Marie French. Suzette Garcia. Benjamin J. Garvalia. Jamez Sire Generette. Nicholas Ryan Gerasi. Amani Lorian Gibson. Alexa Jade Giordano. Destiny Kiana Blaze Gonzalez. Walter Gooch. Dakota Nodine Nakai Gottfried. Marjorie Hope Groves. Matthew Guzman Henao. Aubrey Janice Higgins. Abrea Denise Higgins. Chase Kalel Hairston. Jeremiah Lee Hall. Jason Oliver Wendell Hamilton. Jaden Meridius Harden. Jerome Joseph Hardy. Destiny Sade Hargrove. Anthony Ryan Harper. Antonio Lamar Harper. Hannah Kathleen Harris. Tiara Alyssa Harris. John Cody Hassenbein. Devin Timothy Hayes. Carly Elizabeth Henderson. Elizabeth Marie Hennigan. Kamaya Deshay Henson. Jonathan Blake Herbert. Noah Elijah Higgins. Jayana Najee Hillman. Victoria Philomena Hodgman. David Daniel Hoffmiller Jr. Kenitra Lachey Hollins. Kentrell Dupree Hollins. Xavier Nazir Hoover. Cameron LaShun Hudson. Auburn Reese Hughes. Zania Ali Hunter. Savali Nathaniel Longo Itono Mutange Lalele Yawane. Connor Patrick Izzet. Kenyana Shante Ivory. Jose Armando Chirinos Izaguirre. Deshaun Stephen Jackson. John Isaiah Jakeway. Hewan Jing. Kamori Marshela Jenkins. Amelia Marie Johnson. Jemiah Anae Johnson. Landon Thomas Johnson. Naylene Marion Johnson. Nevaeh Marissa Johnson. Jordan Kamaya Jones. Kendrick Devontae Jones. Erin Nicole Jocelyn. Dylan James Kennedy. Zoe Mary Nicole Kennedy. Destiny Maya Kaniji. Trinity Aaliyah Kaniji. Gregory Allen LaBeef. Novalie Ann LeBonville. Jandrell Dion Laura. Cassidy Rose Marie Lathrop. Skyla Gabrielle Laudman. Tyler Cornelius Lawrence. Jasmine Lee Lowry. Ilana Fortino Fangomarete Leopepe. Nazir Kamari Leonard. Sadie Renee Lester. Destiny Bernice Lewis. Madison Elise Lindblom. Demaya Nashay Lisenby. Mario Deontay Lisenby. Leslie Elizabeth Long. Morgan Catherine Long. Julisha Lenice Mack. Landon Lee Madewell. Coriana Love Manning. Kara Lynn Mans. Leilani Marie Mason. Phoenix Natalia Massey. Katie Colleen Mon. Christopher Dean Maxey. Denisha Amelia Marie Mayfield. Samaya Nakia Nicole McElrath. Liam Kelly McKendry. Naya Lindsay McKenzie. Kaya Michelle McMullen. Mercedes Brianna Mendoza. Ariana Celeste Merriweather. Brianna Paige Grace Meyer. Marissa Anna Millard. Jamarion Tavon Melinder. Amarion Nasir Miller. Olivia Wick Miller. Emily Jean Mills. Kira Elizabeth Miner. Savannah Annalise Miracle. Evan Riley Mitchell. Nigel Raymond Mitchell. Kylie Jade Mock. Richard Idrogo Montez. Yasmin Elise Alexandria Montgomery. Allison Melina Montoya Cordova. Haley Nicole Mooningham. Jalen Brashade Moore. Tylia Alicia Marie Moore. Cesar Morales. Skylar Eugene Morales. John Benjamin Morin. Julia Ann Marie Mosher. Malika Ilanda Moye. Manuel Mueller. Amir Mikhail Mohammed Smith. Mitch David Musnix. Dylan Ryan Mullins. Casey Marie Murphy. Lorenzo Shea Musgrove. Allison Elizabeth Natalio. Ryan Omar Neblet. Kevin Foster Needham Jr. Faith Tyler Newland. Ashley Amira Nieves Zambrano. Kiesia One Norris Esau. Stefan Leandre Northington. Noah Christopher Odom. Kaylee Grace O'Donnell. Christopher Eduardo Ortega Macaron. Jaden Evan Ostrom. Alyssa Lydia Pastrana. Shaim Kiran Mashak Patan. Alexis Chantrice Patterson. Mila Ileana Peebles. Jeremiah Jacob Peraza. Ariana Christina Perez. Michaela Grace Peterson. Shamaya Danshay Peterson. Ryan Allen Petro. Nasir Karan Phillip. Aubrey Jean Pimentel. Amy Elizabeth Pipes. Emily Alejandra Pochask. Sharnisha E. Porter. Michael Taylor Potts. Tarina Lydia Mae Price Hairston. Jaden Anthony Puig. Kiara Mary Quinteros. Tremaine Montravius Ramsey. Brooke Michelle Rasnick. Jalea Shanae Reed. Chasey Brooke Rhodes. Caitlin Nicole Ritchie. Marcos Antonio Ryder. Caden Hale Robinson. Shalia Nicole Rodriguez. Ariana Marie Rojas. Joanna Rojas Palino. Alejandra Roldan. Naji Aliyah Roll. Ian Christopher Romo. Francelli Marie Rosado. Tristan Thomas Rosenberry. Wesley Deshane Russell. Jalen Carter Ryan. Samia Jasmine Sales. Ella Mackenzie Sanzo. Elijah Gideon Santana. Jaden Kaleo Santos. Joshua Pereira Santos. Andrea Lynn Marie Shoup. Kira Leanne Scott. Mahari Talia Scott. Soliana Mogus Sayam. Amber Elaine Shaw. Faith Nicole Shearer. Shalissa Ernestine Shepard. Ian Christopher Sherwin. Adrian Luis Slagle. Dalen Nicole Smith. Kylie Renee Smith. Shyler Kashan Leonui Oku'upu'u Vi Smith. Spencer Jordan Smith. Jeremiah Chantrell Snipes. Olivia November Grace Snoddy. Guillermo Soto III. Adam Michael Sword. Kanye Amir Stevens. William Edward Stewart. Jaden Deshaun Akil Stone. Gabriel Thomas Swaney. Leanne Elizabeth Swider. Crystal Ann Schweitzer. Joseph Milo Tuai. Nathan James Terrell. Akil Jordan Thomas. Kiana DeJanelle Thomas. Karis Avery Toole. Acacia Majay Townsley. Donovan Ross Trudlin. Aristeve Joseph Trotter III. Jamari James Tucker. Prince Fahatoya Tufele. Khalil Jameer Turner. Rachel Jochebed Van Horn. Colin Irvin Vincent. Michael Jerome Wade. Gabrielle Melody Wagers. Jonathan Alexander Walden. Cameron Darrell Walker. Luke Cameron Wallace. Danielle Mia Ward. Navia Sakina Ware. Jania Tyja Wash. Tyler Jovan Webb. Dylan Matthew Wells. Jaden Elena White. Joanna Elise White. Malachi James Whiteside. Devin Lee Williams. Jeremiah Ryan Williams. Tyree Shanice Williams. Mackenzie Shea Wilson. Kyasia Lene Wimberly. John Frank Young III. Patrick Henry Younger. Robin Elijah Michelle Carter.
At this time, we ask that everyone please stand for the playing of our alma mater. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, faculty, parents, and the class of 2023. It is my humble honor to be on this podium speaking on behalf of the class as student body president. For starters, I would like to thank the admin team and our CSG sponsors for allowing CSG to promote the importance of young people voicing their opinion for the importance of having a healthy school life. I would also like to thank my cabinet members, Vice President Ashanti Bryant, Secretary J.C. Boring, and my two class representatives, Tyler Webb and Ryder Swass, for giving their time and dedication to assisting in school events. I would also like to give a shout out to the teachers as they prepared us during these 4 years with their support and guidance as we transition from baby birds to soaring eagles. My final thank you goes to my parents who taught me how to be a leader with dignity. When we started high school in 2019, we didn't know how much of an impact Northeast would have on our lives. The bonds we have built during these 4 years will last with us forever. From the Friday night games to the pep rallies and even the daily routines in our classrooms, the class of 2023 understands what the word family means. I'm going to miss the class yells, our infamous group chat, and even the notorious head nod we gave to each other as we passed each other in the hall. Despite our ups, we've had some downs. Having to experience COVID freshman year through sophomore year really took a toll on our high school journey. With half of us having to experience it virtual and the other half being in person, we didn't really have the family feel, but nonetheless, we still strive academically and athletically. We came back together and really understood what the word family meant. But today, we begin our journey through the world as adults. As we embark on this journey, it will be hard, but so were those bread rolls at lunch. Even though it will be hard, the world is up for interpretation. Like the actress Octavia Spencer said, it's your turn to choose and define what success means to you. Now others will try to define it for you, but yours is the only voice that matters. Society will tell us what the path should be, but it is vital that you create one on your own merits. If Steve Jobs went down the path of success that other people told him to, we would not be begging our parents for the newest phones. We are graduating in the year of 2023, not just because we're coincidentally born in the early 2000s, but the word or the number 23 means change, progress, and growth. We are going to be the change that the world wants to see. Everyone graduating today has a purpose to live. Living is different from existing. Go out and not only be seen, but be noticed. My final words to the class is this: I hope you hear the word no and fail. Failing allows you to think critically new and open your mind to new possibilities. Failing is a sign that you are in fact succeeding. If you aren't failing, that just means you're playing it too safe. And in that case, you fail by default by not taking risks. As far as the word no, think of it as an acronym, not over. You are the parent of your future. Keep working until you make the world say nothing but yes. So, as our time with each other is ending, remember to take the path you want, never let anyone's success define yours, and to prepare, not expect, to deter from your path. Thank you. Would the class of 2023 please stand as we are about to turn our tassels from the right to the left? So, y'all can turn them, y'all graduated.
Congratulations to the class of 2023. We ask that everyone remain standing as we begin our recessional.